So welcome back to Chop's Garage, and today something a bit different. Petey and I got up at 6 this morning and headed off to Cartwright in Swindon. See our mate Tom, and this is a different level of car dealership here. We're going to have a little wander around. The reason we're here is I was bringing Tom a couple of cars and he said, well, I've got a load of part exchanges, come and have a look at my part exchanges. So I've just been through and had a look at a load of them, but Tom said he did think it was 70 vehicles last month, 70 vehicles retail, and now you look at this lot, you can see exactly why. It's absolutely mental. It goes back miles. This is the second level, and you've got cars here from, I've just seen them repairing a Jaguar F-Type. You've got Range Rovers, Minis, you've got just a mix of absolutely everything. Absolutely everything here. I was just having a chat to the valeter. He has to start at one end and clean the cars, and by the time he's got to the other end he has to start all over again, because all the cars, in fairness to the guys here, they're all really clean. I'd expect them to be covered in dust and dirt because it's by the road here as well. All the cars are really clean. We've got such a mix of stuff. Pickup truck there. So all the part exchange stuff I'm looking at is all the stuff they wouldn't retail, and from looking at their stock, I don't believe they'd probably retail anything sort of over 100,000 miles, and anything sort of over, I would say, 10, 12 years old. Got a nice VRS there. We've got a plethora of Fiat 500s, which is always a good seller, aren't they? This is the kind of lot where if someone comes on, the chance of you not having something that suits their needs, I would imagine, is very low. Anyway, we're going to pop in, get some keys to some cars, and have a look around their yard, which is right at the back where all their part exchanges are, and you can have a chance to see the kind of things that these guys take in against this lovely stock here. This place goes back miles. We're going to have a look right at the back there, but this is presumably customers dropping cars off for servicing. We've got the alloy wheel guy and having some alloy wheels done on this BMW here. There's Dodgy Tom over there. Let's go and grab him and see what the score is. So first up, we're having a look at this 62 plate Range Rover Sport with only 62,000 miles on it. So nice low miles on. It's fairly tidy. A couple of bits on the bumpers need doing. Interior is in pretty good condition. You can do with the leather clean. Tom tells me he's got loads of history. I've got to go and check that out in a minute, because that'll be a printout being a Land Rover. But it's a nice, clean, tidy car. I think we might be missing a rear parcel shelf, possibly. That could be costly. You've got to be careful with stuff like on cars like this, because that could be expensive. Yeah, looks like we're missing the rear parcel. Does that work? Yeah, seems to be working fine. I've taken it for a little drive. It drives really nicely. It drives really smooth. Giving it a full chat pull. Make sure we've got no limp codes for, like I said, a lot of these times the second turbos get a bit sticky and you can get into a limp mode if you try and give it full chat. It seems to be happy, but they're always a bit of a risk, aren't they? Just got to make sure you've got enough margin in them to make it worthwhile risk. Next up, we've got this 58 plate. Audi TT. Done 106,000 miles, I believe. Full service history. Evidence of 2 cam belts in its life as well. So well cared for. The only thing with these engines is they can burn oil, but I think even Audi allows a litre per 1,000 miles or something daft on them. We've been burnt by burning oil on these before, and it's also got the automatic gearbox, which makes it a bit of a risk, but it does make it desirable. It will sell with Autobots quite happily. So yeah, Audi TT is quite high risk, but in this game everything's risk. This is a weird one over here, just taking a look at. The Dacia Duster, which we know I love a Dacia Duster with a 1.5 DCI. We know I love that engine too. But this is listed as a commercial. It's not supposed to have back seats. It does seem to have a base in the back. And it's got these huge knobbly tyres on, which I imagine gives some major road noise. But there's some people around my way who will probably like that. Obviously needs a really good clean up. But generally, they tend to be reliable little machines. Done 138,000 miles. But not an expensive car either. Risk factor on that is just how much prep it needs from sitting, really. Mechanically, pretty sound, but we might end up doing discs and pads, and are we going to have to stump up for normal road tyres, is that going to be too noisy? I can see the back ones have got a bit more wear on them than the front ones as well. Could we have to factor in new tyres all the way around? Next up, Passat CC on a 61 plate. Told us it's got 200,000 miles on it. Got a lovely tan interior. This is all going to come down to the history. We know these things will do enormous mileage if the service history is there. The fact that it's got that mileage on it means it's probably kept very clean internally because it's got up to temperature and been able to burn off most of its diesel crud as it's been used. But we need to see it's got a good history, because no one's buying a 200,000 mile car without seeing that it's been looked after. So that's next up with this one. Righty ho. So yeah, I like the interior. I like the tan interior, although it's all really split there, so that needs sewing back together again. Not surprising with the miles, I guess, is it? Oh, we got any history? Nothing in here. I hope these boys have got some history for it somewhere. Because yeah, 212,000 miles. 212. I doubt the systems will even value it with 212,000 miles on it. Let's see how it starts from cold. Starts up all right. Sounds okay. Let's get the fan down. Yeah, slightly vocal, but 200,000 miles, isn't it? No engine light, warning dash. Oh, we've got an airbag light on it. So that could be a pain. Let's feel what the clutch feels like for 200,000 miles. I've got a lot of room to try it. I'm just going to move it. Seems alright. Oh. Clutch is biting okay. Interesting one. Need to check out this history. Got a 59 plate BMW X1 2 litre diesel. It's got a full service history, bar the last year. Paintwork's decent. It's got some nasty looking tyres on it, look like cheap winter style tyres. Interior's a bit dirty, but looks like it clean up okay. Just gonna take it for a little spin and check it out. And we'll try that in a sec. We just had a look over the Fiat 500 here on a 58 plate with only 50 odd thousand miles in it. That's obviously a mainstay of the business, isn't it? Fiat 500s have always been decent motors. At this age they can nickel and dime you to death though, they really can. Nothing's hard to do on them, but they just normally need quite a bit of stuff, so you have to get them at quite a keen price, even with 50,000 miles on. It needs a bit of love. You need to get some of these old stickers off, that kind of stuff. And being the lounge, the interior always needs a massive wet clean to get all this water staining out. So it's quite a labour intensive motor, so you've got to get it with a decent margin on it. Mini Countryman 4-wheel drive. This is popular down my way. Last time I had one of these, the phone blew up quite a lot. This one doesn't seem to have a full history on it. It's done 130,000 miles. Everything we're offering today seems to have that kind of mileage on it. I guess because they'd retail it if it didn't, wouldn't they? On this kind of age car. Needs a really good clean up. But it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing. Obviously the thing with the mileage, it keeps it affordable for people, doesn't it? Automatic, which would be popular as well. Nice car, nicely specced out one. We've got a pan roof, we've got leather. Starts up nicely on the button. Sounds like it might need a tensioner on the auxiliary belt. But started up without any chain rattle, anything like that. 2 keys. I can see this polishing up really nicely, looking really good. And for someone who wants one of these but hasn't quite got the money to buy one, say with 80,000 miles and 70,000 miles, it would give them the opportunity to get into ownership. We need some tyres on the front there for sure. 2009 Mini, this is a tough one. They don't have a lot of value and any prep adds up very quickly, so if the miles are up there, it will be a hard car to make a margin on. They're always popular, people will always buy them off you. And they'll always buy them off you for, you know, a couple of grand, £1,500, but then you can be on the hook for lots of repair bills on these. We'll have a look what the mileage is like, see how she starts up. They are a lot of fun though for the money, aren't they? There's no doubting that a Mini is a lot of fun. Oh look, we've got all the trim off down the side here. Why is all this off? And then the cable for the bonnet's off as well. Looks like there's quite a lot of fiddling around with this car needed. It'd have to be pretty cheap, to be honest. Doesn't have a lot of MOT left on it, so that could end up getting quite expensive. Let's have a look at the service history on it. Very erratic on the stamp, 16, 16, 21. Don't look that loved. 94,000 miles. Seems to be idling okay. Engine management light. Doesn't surprise me, it looks like it's been sitting for a while this as well. Oh, got a change in the little blip in the throttle there. This is something you probably only sell on spares and repair, I think, to be perfectly honest. And yet another Mini, 58 plate. Well, that's throwing me a curveball. It's an automatic. Small CC automatic. Oh, we've got a lot going on with this car though. So I just checked the history and it's had quite a lot of money spent on it as well. They've had £900 service recently, £900 before, they've auxiliary belts and all kinds of stuff done to it. Looks like they were trying to keep it going. Oh, there could be a good car underneath. This interior is in good condition. Being an auto, it would be a popular little car. What's the mileage like? Yeah, dead as a dodo. This has been here for a while. We need to get a jump pack on this. Weird, it's got the same bit of trim off down the side here, look. What do you get access to down here then? Other than the bonnet release. Is the cable broken? Yeah, cable's broken. So we got an A6 Estate. A Quattro, so 4-wheel drive. TDI, so that'll be the 2 litre or the 2.5, won't it? S-line spec. Nice leather inside, automatic. This goes for it well as well. Bodywork wise, we need a wing mirror, clearly. Needs a bit of a buff up down this side. Paintwork's not too bad, doesn't look like it'll buff up too badly. 142,000 miles. We'll have a look at what the history's like on it. Got all the spec you'd want. Got good service history, not 100% full, but decent. And this is chain driven, isn't it? So I believe this is chain driven. Yeah, it's the 3 litre, isn't it? So I understand that it's chain driven. I'll double check that. And let's start her up and see what she sounds like. Starts up nice. Settles down to a nice idle. Sounds happy enough. Check all the knob switch and buttons work a second. Last up, we've got an old little Nissan Micra 2006 1.2 petrol. It's done 119,000 miles. These are such good little sellers for me. If you've got someone coming along with sort of £1,000 to £2,000 and you've got one of these that's got a decent amount of MOT left on it and it runs and drives okay, you'll sell it all day long and you'll never hear from it again. This one's got a slightly lumpy idle, so it could need some spark plugs or some leads, something along those lines. Bodywork on it isn't too bad actually. There's one bigger ding down here in the rear quarter, but this isn't the kind of age car you'd start doing paint. If you had the right paint, you'd just touch that in, give it a lick on that corner, but you can't be spending time on it. People buying this car are on a budget. They'd much rather have the car cheaper than you try and get top end cash for it. It's painting every blemish. Interior's tidy. Seat fabrics are nice. Don't see any history with it at the moment. I'm gonna have a little dig around. So we've done a deal with Tom. I'm at the petrol station. Oh, getting some petrol in this one. And Pete is behind me in another. We're trying to catch up with the day because it's been running away with us. So we'll get back to the unit and we'll show you what we bought and what we've still got to get delivered. So here's what we came back in. The Range Rover Sport. I drove this one all the way back. Did not miss a beat. Drove absolutely lovely. No warning lights on the dash, anything like that. Really nice drive. Everything seems to work. Even the old TV seems to work on this one. Did decent miles to gallon on the way back. Super comfortable drive. Really nice thing to come back in. So very pleased with that. We'll get that all cleaned up and see what the score is with MOT and servicing, that kind of thing. But yeah, 64,000 miles, wasn't it, I think? Good low mileage for a car that age. Now you might think we've got two identical cars, but we haven't. This one is what Pete bought back, a 64 plate Freelander with a manual gearbox. That one over there is auto. I think it's got about 100k on it, this one, but a good service history. Has he locked it? No, he hasn't locked it. He said this drove back beautiful. This is in nice nick, isn't it? Didn't get this on video earlier, did I? Look at the leather in that. That leather is in really good condition. Really good condition. Smells lovely. What's the mileage on it? It is 96,000 miles. 2.2, our favourite engine. We've got Bluetooth, cruise control, 6-speed manual box, and a load of history here. I believe it's got a really good history. The guys gave us one of their air fresheners. It's got a cool little RS Ford Escort on it. Lovely job. So yeah, Pete said that drove absolutely lovely, and from what I could see with him following me, he had no problem with performance. Said it went really, really well. So we got two Freelanders now, haven't we? Two Freelanders, an Evoque, and a Range Sport, and I do have another Range Rover coming in this week as well. So we're fully loaded up with that. What else did we buy while we were there? Well, we bought another X3. We bought the blue X3. I'm using my top on because I'm running out of charge yet again. We bought the blue X3. We bought a black X3. We bought a blue X1. So we got two more BMW soft roaders on the way down. We bought a Ford Fiesta 1.25. So that's the engine everybody likes, the Z-Tech. The light blue one had about 130,000 miles on it. We bought the little white Fiat 500 on a 2009 with only 50 odd thousand miles on it. We bought a RAV4 automatic, an old 2005 RAV4 automatic, which is probably just going to be sold out spares and repair, to be honest. It's got a nearly new MOT on it, but it's got quite a few advisories on it for corrosion-y bits, so probably not the best idea to retail that one, but they always go around well around here, RAV4 automatics. We also bought the Audi A6 Estate with the 3-litre TDI in it. We also bought the Audi TT. Bought that one as well. Bought a couple of minis, automatic little mini, and the other little mini, just proper cheapies. We'll bring them back here, decide what to do with them. Got enough margin to get them fixed up if we want, or just sell them off as they are cheaply to someone around here locally who wants to have a bit of a project car. What else did we buy? Trying to think what else we bought. I think we bought 10 cars in total. Pretty much everything you saw in the video earlier we have bought. Make it nice and simple for the guys. They needed the yard clearing. We just got to get the logistics of getting them all down here now. I'll speak to my mate Theo, because he got some of the transport to get 10 cars moved in one go the other day. Otherwise, we've got a couple of cars those guys are interested in. We could fog those to them, and that'll allow them to bring a couple down for me, but I'd probably rather just get done one trip. So yeah, long old day. We're about around 5 o'clock already, so let's say up at 5 this morning to get here for 6 and get set up, and then it's 5 now. Got a few more hours of bits and bobs to do before we leave, and like I say, tomorrow I've got to get on a range and getting them all picked up. So as normal, lots of stuff that is needing prep now. We're going to have to really rattle through a prep. We've still got a few cars left over from to be picked up, like the Mazda that we sold in one of the earlier videos. That was the part exchange that came in and sold straight away. We've got the Kia Rio to get picked up. Got the Audi A1 that's sold to be picked up tomorrow as well. What else have we got to be picked up? Ford Fiesta that the subscriber won to get out the door because that had the wrong suspension arm sensor, so that needs to be got ready and got out the door. So quite a lot of hangover stuff from sales wise needs to be got out, and then we've got to rattle through the rest of them and get them all MOT'd ready for sale. Citroen C1 that Brooke was going to have, but she chose a different car which I haven't showed on screen. She ended up with a 2018 Ford Ka, because I'm a softie, and when that came in I thought it'd probably be a bit safer for her than a Citroen C1, a Ford Ka Plus she's got on a 2018 that had come in that didn't have great paint on the front bumper. She fell in love with it, so I said go on, even though I'd hung on to this for a few months. So we just put this down for MOT. This doesn't need a lot actually, it just needs a wheel bearing, and what was it, something else, might have just been the wheel bearing, but he has advised me a couple of tyres have got cracked on the sidewalls, which isn't an MOT failure, but we will probably get 2 of those tyres swapped out, the two that are cracking, but I think they're on separate axles, so I put them on the same axles and get that done. That should be an easy seller for me. So yeah, real mix of stock from the guys up at Car right there. I have to say, what a setup that is down there. What a setup. Lovely bunch of lads. And they've got one hell of a setup there. The overhead scare the living bejesus out of me. They must have about 20 staff there. But their attitude towards customer service is fantastic. One thing I would say, they were telling me about their new driver sort of policy they have, which I absolutely love. So when someone comes in to buy a car from them and they're a first-time driver, they allocate them a tech. They allocate them one of their techs, and when they come to pick up the car, the tech shows them around the car and shows them all the basic maintenance stuff they need to do. And if they've got any questions about the car going forward, they can speak to the tech guy. And then they give them a free MOT to bring the car around in the year's MOT when it comes around for MOT again as well. I can't remember the other thing they did. It was just a really nice package for a first-time driver. And if I was a parent, that would be very appealing, that level of customer service. They did win one of the top awards last year at the car dealer awards I went to as well. I can't remember exactly which one it was they won, but they did win one of the awards there as well. Really, really customer focused, those guys, really customer focused. So credit to them, they built one hell of a business there. Massive thanks to them to letting me come up and have a look over their part exchanges. Normally people have existing relationships, it's hard to get in the door. I think this might be a little bit of a one-off because I think they've got a bit of a gap where someone's on holiday and they couldn't clear it all out and they needed it gone. But either way, fantastic to see them. Fantastic for them to look around the cars like that. Good little day out. And like I say, now we're just organised getting them all here. In case you're new to the channel or somehow you missed it, don't forget we have this 106 GTI as our latest raffle car. We raffle cars off on Chops Garage and give a proportion to charity. And this time we have this 106 GTI. A little gem of a car, all freshly MOT'd and cam belted up. It's a fantastic little car in excellent condition. These are fast becoming very, very collectible and getting good money. But you can win it for just £2. And I will put a link to the raffle in the video description down below. I'll put a QR code up here for you to scan. Or just Google Chops Garage Raffle and you'll find it easy enough. Thanks for watching. I shall see you on the next one.